Hi, we're the Fun Chasers, Pam and John Kane. Are you the person who does all the planning for your family travels? Us too. Turn that planning into an experience because you really need to enjoy the journey as much as you do the trip, right? Well, we generally travel with 3 generations in tow, so we're always looking for fun things to do, great places to eat, and kid-friendly experiences. And we'll share them all with you. So are you ready for some fun? Join us. This is the Fun Chasers Bucket List. Our next stop on the Fun Chasers Bucket List takes us to a place that feels like it should be everyone's hometown.
Anyone who has ever gone to the movies, who has ever switched on a television set, has had a piece of this place in their living room.
That's all true. Now, in case that wasn't a big enough hint, you can also go to amusement parks, do live studio tours, see the beach, or appear on a live studio audience, or
go to a sporting event.
Football game. Yeah. Do you think they figured it out?
I think so. Today's bucket list destination is Los Angeles, California. This town has so much to offer that you'll never see on television or on the silver screen.
And because it's just so darn big, we've invited a special guide to help us along our way. All right, folks. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Fun Chasers Bucket List. On this episode of the Fun Chasers Bucket List, we have a special guest, James Lott Jr. Hi, James. Welcome.
Hello, you guys. Hello, Pam and John. Nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for being here. We're so excited that you are here. Today's episode actually goes all around Los Angeles. And since you are the only person I know and my friend from Los Angeles, I tell people all the time, I got this friend in California and he says, blah, 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 blah. And it's you. It's all you, buddy. So it's you. So we're going to do this episode on Los Angeles and
LA.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you are. Oh, that's funny. Yes, you are well done. Yes.
John's a Rams fan, James. Did you know?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So when I was a kid, they were here when I was a kid. Then they left for 25 years, came back. They were in St. Louis, of course, for a long time. And they came back. So that's fun. So you were a fan through the whole thing?
Oh, I was a fan when they were in LA the first time when Roman Gabriel was out there being quarterback and throwing to Jack Snow. So I go way back.
Yeah, I used to go to the games. I was a kid with my dad at Sports Arena, but I'm a Steelers fan. Sorry, Pittsburgh in the house.
Thank you.
Yes, sorry.
We have a mixed marriage here because I'm a Steelers fan. He's an LA fan.
Hey.
I remember 1979. We started dating in 1979. All right. And the reason this is important is because I am a Baltimore Orioles fan, baseball. Huge Baltimore fan. All right. And he was a Pittsburgh Pirates fan.
Oh,
family.
So we started dating that summer, and it's like, look, I'm an Orioles fan, and they made it to the World Series that year.
Oh, how funny.
The Orioles and the Pirates, and the Pirates beat the Orioles.
That sounds very, I think I watched that game. I feel it sounds very familiar.
Yes.
Reggie Jackson, the whole thing. I've heard all about it.
Ninth inning, seventh game, ninth inning.
Yes.
Ugly. Fast forward to the 1980. And the Steelers and the Rams were in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it didn't work out so well for everyone.
It meant to be for us. I'm not sure.
I know.
Almost 41 years in May. Isn't that crazy?
Chasing together
For 41 years. So, James, what we're going to do today is, first I want to introduce you. I'm so sorry. I forgot all about that. Ladies and gentlemen, James Lott Jr. And he is, first off, my friend, but secondly, he's owner and operator of JLJ Media, among about a billion other things. Published author, published podcaster, actor. You were up for some award this week. How'd that work out for you?
Didn't win, but the show won 5 major awards. So I'm happy for my co-stars.
That's awesome.
Well, I'm nominated as a heck of an honor. That's awesome.
It's nice to be nominated. I wanted to win. No. But no, it was an Indie Series Award, which I won last year actually for another show. But this show, Studio Cities on Amazon Prime, it's a great show. You'll love my scenes. They're really funny.
We're going to have to look it up.
Absolutely.
That's on my watch list for tonight.
Yes. Amazon Prime.
Right after I watch Picard.
Everybody says episode 9. This last episode was that's all I want to say. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Yes.
So anyway, also super organizer. Did I mention podcaster?
Yes.
I like 55.
Yes, I'm an author, life coach, professional organizer, producer, director, writer. I do music. I'm a singer, songwriter, poet, and just all around king of LA. No. They call me the other
king of LA. I like it.
King of LA. I do a lot of stuff in the media space and also in the personal services space. I do both. I chase both those things.
And you have a garden.
My beautiful garden. You guys should come to JLJ on YouTube. You'll see it, or on Instagram or Twitter. I post my garden stuff all the time. The loquats came in today, so I have
really?
my loquats.
Oh, I'm so happy for you. I have been so happy that it's been raining for you in LA. It's been good. I've been thinking
last night this morning. Yeah, so I'm very now it's getting sunny at 5 o'clock here. Now it's getting sunny, but it was raining last night, today, and so my garden is just exploding in ways that we haven't seen in at least 30 years. I mean, so it's like it's coming together in a way that I had planted my garden about 11 years ago, and we had a drought, so it was all drought tolerant plants. I won't get into the whole thing about that. I won't get into the weeds of that. I'm a father and grandfather, can't help it. But now since we started raining last couple of years, we've gotten more rain. It's blossoming into this thing that I was hoping would happen, but it's happening.
I'm so happy for you. Every time I heard that it was raining, I was like, James has his garden and it's going good, and it's good. It's a really good thing. So let's talk about LA. We're going, our bucket list episode today is going to LA. So looking at LA, there's a ton of stuff to do, but it's mostly centered around, the stars and stuff like that. So if I was going to ask you, James, I'm coming to LA, what are the top 5 things that I should definitely see? What might they be?
So for me, I want to preface this to say that LA is one of the largest cities in the country. So just know that it's very spread out. And when folks say Los Angeles, I talk about LA proper, but people will include the Valley, which is north of us, sometimes Orange County, which is south of us, and then like the Riverside, Inland Empire area, which is east of us. So those, when they say LA, they really mean Southern California, right? Anything below Santa Barbara. As we always laugh about that. It's always a joke for us locals. It's like, oh, okay. But what I'm talking about, I would talk about in LA proper. Like you're staying in Los Angeles, and this is where you're going to go. And so keep in mind, wherever you go, there's always going to be traffic, no matter what time of day or night, what day of the week, traffic. So without traffic, the joke is you can get to LA anywhere in 20 minutes without traffic. During the pandemic, you could. But now it's back to normal. So I would say give yourself an hour or so just to get to places, because people get frustrated. Like, can't get frustrated. It's just how it is. It's how it is. So keep that in mind. But once you get to your destinations, you'll be happy. The first one, and see, now I'm from here, so I'm not so star obsessed. But my thing is, you can
know them all.
I know a lot of them. I do know a lot of them. Here's the thing. When you're in Los Angeles, you want to go off the beaten path because you will see the stars in their natural habitat.
Okay.
I always tell people, go over here and you'll see them having lunch or having dinner, or walking their dogs. Like when you go to Hollywood or Beverly Hills, Bel Air, yeah, a lot of them live there, but you're not going to stay behind the gates. You're not going to see them. You want to go. So one place you want to go, my favorite areas of Los Angeles is the Griffith Observatory.
I was going to say that. Oh, that's awesome. That's the first thing on my list. All right.
First thing on my list. Oh, seriously, first thing on my list. The Griffith Observatory, first thing on my list.
Mine too.
There you go.
Calm down, YouTube. Calm down.
Yeah, calm down.
You'll see stars with a telescope. I thought you were talking about the other kind of stuff.
Sorry. Well, okay, so this is one of the reasons why I pick it, because it's an area called Los Feliz. And that whole area, it's very so for a tourist might coming there, you get a lot done in that area. Right below it is the LA Zoo. Right there. Plus Griffith Park. And there's some beautiful parts, some trails and beautiful flora and fauna and all kinds of stuff right below it. And then right below that is a whole strip of those fields where all the restaurants.
Okay.
So it's like you go there, you have that's a whole day. Basically, you can take a whole
day. See the Hollywood sign from Griffith Park, right?
Yeah. You can also look to the west of it. Yes, you can. Okay. But my thing is, all this stuff over here will give you a day's worth of stuff. Go to the observatory. The views are amazing. You see 360 degrees of Los Angeles.
Awesome.
That sounds good.
On a clear day, you can see forever. Oh, my parents. Yeah, I know. But it's very nice up there. But then the observatory itself, there's some fun planetary, as John was saying, there's some fun planetary stuff inside. But for me, it's just going up that high. There's a hole. You drive all the way up there, you find a parking spot, and there's just all these grounds. And you can walk around the grounds, take lots of pictures. It's worthy of picture, worthy of note. But also, you can see all of Los Angeles. It's the crazy. You really see how big LA is. And that, to me, when you go up there that high, it's like, wow, this is long. I live way over there, kind of. And I live in South Los Angeles near LAX, folks. Just at the beach. I live on the beaches. So for me, it's like 25 miles away from where I live. So, but it's not far to get you. But it's just that whole package. Your observatory as the centerpiece. There's so much to do.
Awesome. So we talked about the Hollywood sign there for just a second. I got to tell you this. This is a funny story. So, my son, Rick.
I do.
You guys are buddies.
Yes.
So Rick was telling me at dinner tonight, he says, you've got to tell James this. I had a dream that he and I bought the Hollywood sign. And you looked at him and said, Rick, what are we going to do with this thing? And Rick's like, I don't know. Sit here and look at it.
That's like something I was saying to him, like, what are we doing with this? What are we going to do? What are we going to do
with this thing? This is what he told me at dinner tonight. He wants to.
I didn't know it's for sale. I mean, we great was for sale. We don't know how much it cost.
Well, Rick would probably want to put it in his backyard like he does with his Christmas stuff.
That's true. That would be true. Or be in my garden. It's on the side of my garden.
There you go. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, a little big. All right. Anyway, I digress. What's number 2?
So number 2 is a place that has several locations. And because I feel like when you go to new cities, you have to go eat.
Sure.
And to me, there's great places to eat here in Los Angeles, trust me. But this place is number 1. Okay. Roscoes Chicken and Waffles. If you have not heard about it, you've heard about it. It has been on TV shows. Have you heard about it?
Yes.
I saw a short that you did.
Yes, I saw a short that you did.
Yeah.
But when I was doing some research for this, I actually saw Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
They have several locations, but the 2 that I recommend, 2 and 2, are the one in Pico, which is one of the originals, and then the one on Gower in Hollywood. It's Gower and Sunset. And those are 2 better ones to me. Some of the others are okay, but I'm telling you, and I say this because I've taken people of all walks of life and all kinds of taste buds and all kinds of temperaments to Roscoe's. And the one thing that every single person I've ever taken there literally agrees on, the waffles.
Are they amazing, huh?
It's like they put probably lard. Why
Sure.
it tastes so good? You don't cook with lard anymore, but my jokes are it's probably lard, crack, and
bacon grease,
kind of pixie dust. Some of there, because seriously, you don't need syrup. They're that good. The syrup adds to it, but they're that good. My niece, who's a chef, we're trying to figure out what ingredients. Just like there's something in here that makes it taste different. It's so good. But for me, it's the Obama. I know, political, right? The number 9, the Obama. It's 3 chicken wings and the big giant waffle, and I'm good.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
That's
That
good.
is. That'd be all right.
We're talking fried chicken, not roast chicken.
Yeah, exactly. Fried chicken.
Okay, because here in Pennsylvania, when you get your waffles, you get roast chicken.
Yeah, I know.
With gravy and mashed potatoes.
Oh, no, I know. Oh, I know. Not in California. We got our fried chicken out here.
All right.
But also, you can see celebrities. You may see record executives. A lot of music folks go to Roscoe's.
Cool.
And not just black folks. I'm talking like all kinds, folks go to Roscoe's now. It used to be just black folks. Now everybody goes there. It's a place to be seen. I've done meetings there. We're meeting at Roscoe's. I'm like, okay, sure, whatever you want.
I'm in. Yeah, I get it.
So that's a place to go. But also where they're strategically placed. Again, the Roscoe's in Hollywood is near the Walk of Fame. Near Sunset Strip. So like it's near. So again, you'll notice the places I'm one of those kind of people who likes to have everything in certain areas. I have multiple things to do. I feel like that also minimizes your time. I mean, it helps maximize your time.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, over there, you can walk right over there, and there's a strip. You can see all kind of stuff. The Pantages Theater, where you can see shows. The W Hollywood, which is great. There's a lot. You'll see a lot. It's great. And I forgot which star starts first down there. I used to know that. I forgot what it was. I was there the other day, actually, wandering the streets just aimlessly for no reason. I ran across the Larry King star. I was like, that's my idol. I took a picture of Larry King star.
Larry King. That's awesome. He was a great guy.
Yes. That's number 2.
Oh, okay. So quickly, my daughter-in-law said that if we ever go to LA, she wants to do a studio tour, specifically Warner Brothers and Paramount. And I said, what about Universal? And she's like, sure, whatever, but have you ever done any of those?
Okay. So here's the deal. The best studio, because Universal is more of a theme park.
Okay.
But Universal City Walk and all that outside is great. You would love it. It's a great tourist attraction. It's a total tourist attraction. But it's the Warner Brothers tour you want. I can get you that tour. I have people who work there.
Okay. Good.
So I have people who work there. But that's the tour you want, because that's the traditional behind the studio tour. That's what you want to see. So I would say WB. Paramount is fine. I've worked at Fox Studios is out here too, also. So I've worked at Fox. I've worked at Paramount as an actor. So I've done. I did House MD at Fox.
Oh, wow.
I did Privileged at Paramount. So I've worked at different studios. I've worked at Burbank Studios, another one that's good too. I did Let's Make a Deal out there. I was Just a Giant Taco.
Did you do Money Hall?
No. This is Wayne Brady.
Okay. That's been cool.
He's cool,
Wayne
yeah.
awesome.
Wayne was great. I had a whole. If you guys check out the January 6, 2021 show on, I think it's on Hulu or Paramount Plus, you'll see me. You'll see what happens to me on that show.
I
will
definitely look.
Yes, exactly. But I say the WB tour is probably one of the best. There's also Sony, which is by my house in Culver City. They do tours there too. So any of the studios are great. Universal is mostly a theme park type esque place.
Yeah, makes sense. So, yeah. You probably have dinosaurs and starships and things.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff there.
TV behind the scenes.
Well, you only have the
Star Magic.
They have Harry Potter over there. So
yeah. Well, okay, that makes sense. All right, so that probably wasn't your number 3, but that was just kind of thought. So what's number 3?
Honorable mention, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to take us south. So I want to give you a chance to see some other parts. You have to come to the beach.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Santa Monica, Venice, super crowded. Everybody talks about them all the time. My number 3 pick is Manhattan Beach. Manhattan Beach is near me, so it's a little further south of those. It is more quaint. It's an actual neighborhood with a beach, and the beach is beautiful. It's a beautiful beach. Again, great restaurants like the Strand, Kettle, Uncle Bill's Pancake House. It's just they're great restaurants that where you're sitting and watching the beach, like you're sitting facing the beach.
Oh, nice.
You like that? There's a great trail you can walk the whole beach. Because it's Manhattan, Hermosa, Redondo, they're all right there. The Strand is there. There's Manhattan Beach Creamery, great ice cream. Cream. I eat my way through everything. But it's also a little more quieter, and the weather is, to me, much better. We have microclimates in Los Angeles. We have microclimates. Yeah. So I don't. I can think. I think most of the places don't have that, but we do. It's like my weather is different than someone's weather 10 minutes away from me. It's just very different. So where I live, we have what we call marine layer in the morning. It's usually the fog, and then it dies off, and we're usually in the 60s, which for me, I can do 60s, almost 70s. I'm good. Where other parts of LA are much hotter. We're one of the cooler parts of LA. So for folks who want the sunshine, but not the heat, come down to Manhattan Beach.
There you go. That's good for grape growing too. By golly,
it's like grow grapes. It's like grow grapes. So yes.
Well, there you go.
My backyard, those golden leaves. I just love them. They're so beautiful.
Holy Napa Valley, Batman.
I know, right? So
I'm trying Lott wines one day. Lott wines is going to happen. Yes.
Oh, let me know. I will come and taste. So 2 questions about the beach.
Yes.
Thing 1, are there lighthouses?
There's got to be lighthouses.
I've never seen any lighthouses.
Well, LA, we don't have lighthouses. You have to go to Northern California for that.
Sadness.
You have to go to San Francisco up there.
Wah, wah.
If there is one, I don't know where one is. I've never seen one. But we have piers. So every beach has a pier. You can walk out and pier to the water.
That's cool.
My mother loves lighthouses. She loves lighthouses. She gets lighthouse calendars every year. She loves lighthouses.
Oh, yeah. I've got a lot of lighthouses. And then the second question, because, it's a beach thing, is there sea glass?
Sea glass. Do you know sea glass?
Have you ever found sea glass, James?
I'm like, you know what, seagulls? No, not seagulls.
No, not seagulls. Sea glass.
I don't know what that is. What is it?
Oh, you're serious.
Well, they may not have the shipwrecks on that coast.
So, East Coast beaches and the Great Lakes, people have thrown a lot of trash in. And actually, you do have a beach out there at Fort Bragg. It's called Glass Beach. You're not allowed to pick anything up. But yeah, we look for sea glass when we go to the beach.
Oh, funny. Fort Bragg's far away from me, so I don't even know. I've heard, but never been. Again, it's how spread out Southern California is.
Sure.
There might be. I don't. We have seashells. We have rocks. I mean, I don't know. That's a good question.
Bet you do. Just bet you do.
You'd find it.
It's okay. No worries. No worries.
So like the beaches are nice. They're nice sand. It's warm. People come here for that. So they love it.
Sounds wonderful. All right. What's your number 4?
Well, number 4, it's a tie. Big bad. I'm doing a tie. Because it's food, but they're both iconic LA places you have to go to. Number 1 in the tie is Randy's Donuts.
Oh.
You have to go to Randy. The big giant donut on top has been in films.
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah.
Rolling by. It's here in Inglewood, my hometown where I live.
All right.
Have to go there because the donuts are the bomb. And also iconic. It's been there. It's iconic. It's you have to go. But it's here in Inglewood. Always a line. I go there all the time because it's around the corner from my house. I go there all the time. You'll love the apple fritter is like this big. It's like
no way.
Wow.
And fresh. But they are. My daughters, when they come to LA, they love when I take them over to Randy's Donuts. They love some Randy's Donuts. So it's a tie. The other place, which is also we're talking these places have been in business like 75, 80 years. Same owners. Pink's Donuts. And Pink's Hot Dogs. Like Pink's Hot Dogs.
Oh, Pink's Hot Dogs.
Pink's Hot Dogs.
Weren't they on?
It's on Melrose and La Brea. Melrose and La Brea. Again, Melrose Avenue has lots of shopping. It's a famous shopping district. But Pink's Hot Dogs, they have every celebrity is named a hot dog.
Oh.
So when you go there, I get the Rosie O'Donnell, which is bacon, sauerkraut, and ketchup and mustard on it. It's
Wow.
or I get the I forgot there's one other one I get the chili cheese dog, so I get that one too.
Mm.
But anyway, there's always a line, but it's worth it. It's a place to be seen. You know who's gonna pull up, and you go and you can see all the different autographs and who's there, and it's just Pink's is an institution. So it's like that's why it's kind of a tie because they're both food places that are also places you want to be seen. And Randy's is in Inglewood, which is South LA, and Pink's is in Mid City. almost to Hollywood. So it's like in the middle of the city, and they're both places to be seen. And the food is just, you can get a plain hot dog too if you want to, you get a plain hot dog if you want to, but they have so many great other ones. They have Polish dogs and these dogs and that dog. I mean, it is incredible.
We do love a good hot dog.
We do.
Yep.
You know, 'cause I have family in New York, so I know about the Nathans out in Coney Island. I know those are good too. Those are really good also. I get them. Or go on the street in New York, you just grab a hot dog off the vendors. They're really good. Hot dogs and pretzels in New York, that's another story. I love them. But these hot dogs, I mean, they're almost like gourmet hot dogs, but it's not a fancy looking place.
Okay.
And the family's doing it for years.
That's awesome. I'm in. Donuts and hot dogs.
Donuts and hot dogs. All right.
Perfect combination.
Yes.
Well, I make one for breakfast and another for lunch.
So there you go. So I heard you mention La Brea.
Yes.
And we were talking at dinner, and Rick says,
"How are they adjusting out there with the volcano?" That I saw a documentary where this huge volcano.
It's a documentary.
Was it?
No.
It's a show called La Brea. A sinkhole.
I saw later, like a sinkhole opened up and sucked it down. It's like, what's left of the tar pits? Shh.
The tar pits. Oh, I know. That is so funny. No, my thing is, because I love the show, I watch the show, I love the show. And literally, when I drive by this, one of the buildings in the show, it's an actual building, and I go, that's on La Brea. I get so weird. I guess on Brea. It's Brea Fairfax.
Oh, no.
Yes, it's really good. But yeah, La Brea is a major street. It comes down to where I'm at. Goes all the way to Hollywood. There's parts of La Brea that are great. There's one part called the Furniture Quarter. And the Furniture Quarter is a bunch of furniture stores. But they also mixed in have like these patisseries and French cafes. It's very popular. But again, going back to food again. It also has a great place called Bloodsoe's Barbecue.
Oh,
I like my barbecue.
You would love it. It's so good.
Pork, ribs, and brisket.
Oh, you give you everything on slabs. So you just use wood slabs here at the table, throw it at you, and just you eat it with your hands. It is so good. But that whole neighborhood, Sycamore Kitchen, so all places there that are just like mixed with all these furniture places. And so there's some cute furniture stuff. So that's like, so there's parts of La Brea that are part of the industry. The parts of La Brea that are just regular. It's like I said, La Brea just goes all the way south, and where I live, it turns into Hawthorne Boulevard, which goes even further south. So I like it. So that's
kind of like Broadway up in New York, just kind of the whole way across the city. Yeah,
it does. Right. That's cool. But that thing about New York, which I love, which I wish LA was like this. New York and San Francisco are grids.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why. So if people don't know this, and that's a little side note. It's like 51st and 2nd, 55th and 3rd. Like it's a grid. It's like it goes from First Street to 60th Street, and this LA. Some parts do that, and some parts don't. And then I live in the West Side, but I'm on an East Street. I'm not gonna say the street. I'm on an East Street. It's like you'll go. But the West Side is the East Side has the West Street. I go, yes. LA can be confusing. It can be confusing.
That's okay.
Yes.
Any other questions about La Brea, Mr. Movie?
I've had my dreams crushed.
I'm sorry.
Dreams crushed.
And volcanoes, but yeah.
All right. You've covered everything on my list. What's number 5?
Number five. So number 5 is a very special spot that I've done videos on. It's called the LAX Field.
Oh.
So here it's the spot is no bigger than my TV set. It's like this size. It's a patch of land on Sepulveda Boulevard, right where the airport begins.
Neat.
And it's as my mother used to work at the airport, it's runway 25 north.
Oh.
So it's next to In-N-Out Burger and California, thing. So you get In-N-Out Burger, you stand or sit on this patch of grass with some trees, and the planes land right over you.
Oh, that's so cool.
I want to do that.
It's scary. It's scary and exciting at the same time. They fly right over Randy. They fly right over and land.
I'll bet. That sounds awesome. Oh, yeah. I want to do that.
And they had that In-N-Out burger on the Big Lebowski. And
yes, I'm sure you did.
Ever since I saw that, every time I see that scene, dude, let's grab some burgers.
There you go. He wants to go to In-N-Out Burger because of the Big Lebowski.
I had one the other day. They're good. They're good. So I mean, I like them. They're good.
I'm sure.
They're an LA institution. They're a California institution. There's a big versus In-N-Out Burger versus Whataburger from Texas. There's a whole debate. And I like Whataburger. I like them too. So it's a big debate.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, James, thank you so much for joining us and giving us your top 5 things that we have to see when we go to LA on our bucket list, because that is on our bucket list. We so want to go. And we'll be definitely stopping by.
You want to come to Los Angeles. Everybody should come at least once.
I want to come and get you, and you can be my tour guide. I'll take you.
Let's do it.
Take you to Randy's Donuts. It'll be fun.
You'll love it.
All right, James. Well, thank you so much. We seriously appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. You're awesome, and we're glad you're our friend. So
thank you so much. Everybody, follow Fun Chasers. Chase them. Follow them.
And follow James. He's got all kinds of really awesome things at JLJ Media. So check him out, especially if you're a soap opera fan. I'm just saying, he's got a lot of soap opera stuff, and you're still doing some Mandalorian things too.
Yes, I am. It ends next week. So yes, we're doing Mandalorian too.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right, James. Well, thank you, my dear. We'll talk to you soon, and thanks a bunch.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. And for even more fun, check out our other playlists at The Fun Chasers on YouTube. So till next time, enjoy the journey regardless of the destination. Be nice to your fellow travelers, and above all, have fun. Thanks. See you next time.